All right, my kings and queens, my lords and ladies of grace, it is time to look at our circle of wealth from God's eyes. All right. And today we're looking at Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22. If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Michael. Welcome. A good guy. Yeah. All right. Now let Daddy talk. You see, Proverbs 13, verse 22 says, a good man or a good person or a good woman leaves an inheritance for his children's children. But the sinner's wealth is stored up for who? The righteous. We're going to look at the good person and we're going to look at the righteous. And we're going to look at how it is that they relate with wealth, with their potential, with the gifts that God has given them. I believe that God expects a return on his investment in you. I believe that God does not just look at your life as useless, worthless, as just spending time scrolling, right? I believe that God expects and intentionally has invested in you in a particular way that he expects you to be not just a blessing to yourself right now in this moment, but for this moment to be the setup for a blessing for the future of your children, for the future of your grandchildren and generations to come, right? I believe that God expects generational blessings to flow through you and his people, right? So the word good that's used here when it says good people, good person, good man, good woman is the same word that God used multiple times in Genesis chapter 1 when he was describing his creation. Let that just sink in for a moment. When God created light, he called it good. This is the same word that is being used right here. I love you, baby.
I love you, sweetheart.
Yes.
His braids look the way they do because it was stressful for both of us.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Thank you.
Yes, well done.
We're taking the bean.
All right. A good person. You see, the word good here is the same word that God used when he was ascribing a level of quality to what he had created. So this is not just a good person, this is a God person. This is a God-made person, not a self-made person, a God-made person. You see, the self-made person is the sinner who stores up wealth for the righteous, to give it to the righteous. Okay? Now, the God-made person, he leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Because when God finished making the heavens and the earth in the 6 days and resting on the seventh day, he said that it was very good. And when he said it was very good, he gave his creation the quality of being fruitful and multiplying. So the very thing that God did in that first week of this earth's history has lasted for generations and generations. We have seen trees, we have seen birds, we have seen all kinds of animal life and plant life continue to multiply just because of what God did in week 1. So whatever God creates has the capacity and the potential to bless generationally for years to come. Hold on. Let me finish. Let me talk to the people. Let me talk to the kings and queens. Okay? Yes, you my child. Yes. Okay? Hold on. One second. All right? Generations to come. Now, it says, but the sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. Okay? The sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. Why? You see, the righteous has a beautiful quality about them. Okay? Like the good person, the righteous, or the good person, the God person, has a beautiful quality about them. You see, in the New Living Translation of Proverbs 24, verse 16, it says, the godly or the righteous may is a qualifier. It is a potential situation. It is a potential circumstance that could come about, right? May trip up 7 times. But they get back up again. Which means their natural posture is upright, not on their back. But it says one disaster will overwhelm or overthrow the wicked. The wicked stumble in times of calamity, but the wicked stumble in bad times. So the wicked success is determined by the situation. They do not have systems and processes in place. They do not have that grit, that internal drive, that dog in them or that God in them that drives them through situations. You see, remember the psalmist says in 23, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. That's not a good situation. That's a bad situation. Goodness and mercy follows me in that situation all the days of my life. You see, the righteous can look a bad situation in the face and know that they have a setup, they have assurances, they have insurances in place to carry them through the hard time. So, what do you do in the event that your potential, your income potential is compromised, right? Because what you are gathering right now, what you just got paid today or this past week, or that what you're going to get paid next week or at the end of the month or in the middle of the month or whatever your payment schedule is, right? Whatever cash flow, whatever potential you're generating, whatever goods, products, and services you're pushing out, they depend on you being healthy. They depend on you being in a healthy situation. They depend on you being able to actually go out there and get after it. But one calamity away, right? You're driving down 635, 75, whatever the main road is or the main highway is in your city on your way to work or doing your work on the road, right? If you're in logistics, if you're an Uber driver, if you're a drop shipper or whatever the situation is, Grubhub, right? Your income depends on you. This is future income. Depends on you being able to execute in the future. But are you protecting that? Are you protecting your future income? Not just in the event that you die, right? Not just in the event that you die, but also in the event that you are unable to work. Why? Because when you were driving down 75, you got hit by a semi and you hit your head up against the steering wheel and you got a traumatic brain injury. God forbid. But let's just say this happens. Are you set up in a way, like a good man, that you're still able to leave an inheritance to your children's children, whether you live or you die? Whether you continue to live on, but now laying down in a hospital bed, needing to recover, are you still able to provide for your family in that situation? When you've suffered a traumatic brain injury, when you've suffered a calamity, when you've suffered a coma, paralysis, Alzheimer's, dementia, whatever the situation is, can you still provide for your family? Man, woman, child. Can you still provide for the generations to come? Or are you like the wicked one, who it just takes one calamity to strike and you stumble? Who it just takes one situation where your wealth that you've accumulated is now being stored up for the righteous who prepared. Is your lifetime income potential protected? Is your cash flow protected? Are the investments that you have made, the arrangements that you've gotten into, are they protected? I want you to know today that term life insurance is not just in the event that you die. And that's not all policies. That's not all policies. Not every insurance carrier is the same. They come with different perks, whatever it is that you're looking for. They're built different. But in the event that you experience a casualty, not a death, but a casualty to your income potential, to your ability to produce, are you protected? God gave his servants talents, time, treasure. He expects when he returns to find that these things have multiplied. What setup do you have right now? And if you need to get set up properly, let me know. Hit me up. Just comment in the video below. Send me a direct message saying, good man, good person, good woman. Tell me I want to be righteous. Tell me that you want to be a blessing, not just to yourself right now in the short term, but to your family for generations to come. Let blessings flow through you like they did through Abraham. Can God make a covenant with you like he made with Abraham, where he knew and was assured that Abraham had put things in place for generations to come, that through you all the earth would be blessed? Through you and your seed, all the earth would be blessed. Are you that God man that leaves an inheritance for his children's children? My kings and queens, my lords and ladies, this is my appeal to you. Reach out to me. Let's connect. Let's look at your circle of wealth. Let's see if your system can stand the test of time. God bless you.